Hello friends, if you're part of the family, welcome back. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is for my ladies because we are going to be talking makeup. I'm going to be getting ready with you guys this morning, and I'm going to be showing you just a few products that I have been using lately. And I'm going to be showing you actually this new finishing powder that I picked up by Wet n Wild. It is the Barefocus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It's supposed to have vegan collagen, tea tree, vitamin E, etc. I love Wet n Wild. I love their foundation. I love their eyeshadow palettes. I love their setting sprays. They're a really good drugstore brand that the products are high quality in my opinion, and they're not expensive at all. Like, I feel like the most I've spent is like $5 on something. Like their eyeshadows, even their foundation is like $4.99. I can get it at like Five Below. So I'm a big fan of Wet n Wild. So when I saw that they came out with these finishing powders, I was like, hey, let's give it a go. So when I get to that point in my makeup routine, then I'm gonna bust these out and we're gonna go ahead and try them. I got 3 colors. I got a darker one. I got the tan dark, so I can use it as a bronzer. I got the translucent one. I thought it was interesting just to try it out. And I also got one that I think matches my skin tone. And this one is the light to medium, okay? So I'm not gonna lie, I already swatched them and I used them yesterday, so I kind of already have a first impression opinion on them, but I wanna use them here on camera for you guys. So enough talk, let's start. I've already done my brows. You can't really tell too much just because I have like minimal brows. So when I fill them in, they actually look normal. So for foundation, I'm going to use the tinted hydrator, yeah, by Wet n Wild. Again, this is like $5. And actually, oh my gosh, it's the same, I guess, line because it's the Barefocus. I didn't know that, I just realized that now. So this is the Barefocus Tinted Hydrator, Tinted Skin Veil. Has hyaluronic acid, supposed to be lightweight, non-greasy, sheer to medium. I do agree with the sheer to medium. I feel like if I put more, then I have more of a medium coverage. And I've been liking it. I don't love it. I think it's great if you want to be in the house or run some errands and you want light coverage on your face. This is a good option. Okay, so let's get going. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can get up close. Here we go. All right, so the color that I have is medium tan. That is what that looks like. And I guess you can say I'm like a natural beige as far as foundation. So that's what that looks like. And I just put a few little dots all over the face. And it says that you can really mix it well with your fingers, but I don't like getting my fingers too dirty. I'm gonna do it with a brush. All right, so that is what that looks like. Obviously it's a moisturizer, so my face looks like I just applied moisturizer. The coverage is good. I feel like this is more of like a sheer to light coverage. If I do want more coverage, I can go ahead and put another application, another coat, but I am okay with this. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and put on some concealer. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer, which is also $4.99. This has been my go-to. I've been using this for the past few months, like exclusively just this, and I have been liking it. So this one is in the color Light Honey. So I just put some right here where I want some coverage, and then just a little here to add a little dimension. And lately what I have been doing is just letting that kind of sit there for a little bit and letting it dry a little bit so that when I blend it out, it doesn't crease. I've been trying that for the past few months and I have been really seeing a difference. Okay, so at this point is where I would do my eyebrows. Like I told you, I already did my eyebrows, but for some reason when I put on the tinted moisturizer, some of my brow like came off. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more. And I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild, I forgot I even had this here, Ultimate Brow Micro Pencil. And this one is in the color, does it say, does not say. It's a dark brown of some sort, because that's the one that I usually pick up. So I'm gonna brush them, my brows. Let me get a, you know what? I'm going to try to just use my Wet n Wild products in this video. How about that? Look how that just kind of evolved. So I think my brows are done. Let's go ahead and blend out this concealer. I'm gonna start off with the brush, and I'm just going to blend out just the side here. And I'm not gonna do underneath my eye with the brush. I'm gonna use my finger. I have been really liking how it blends out with my finger, and I'm gonna explain to you why. But at least here, with the brush, it gives me a little bit more definition and highlight around those areas. And now with my finger, my ring finger, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. I feel like the warmth of my finger really do a good job of blending it out so that it doesn't crease. And then I'm also patting it on my eyelid, because that's gonna be as a primer, used as a primer for any eyeshadow that I use. There we go. All right, it is time to use our setting powders. So I'm going to do, let me see. I'm gonna use this translucent one underneath my eye, and then I'll use the one that it matches my skin tone to set the rest of my face. So let me go ahead and swatch this one really quick. So you can see it's white, but it's supposed to go on clear, which it does, and it's really mattifying. I used this yesterday, guys, for the first time, and it was amazing. I saw it and it was very, very comparable to my Laura Mercier, which is like 40 bucks setting powder. And this one's only $4.99. So hopefully it comes out on camera. Maybe I can get a little close. But I'm gonna use my brush to set down here. Look at the difference. So you see how matte that is, and look how shiny it is because of the concealer. So you see? I don't think it brightens my under eye, but it does set it very well. Let's set the other eye. Well, look at the difference. Let's set this eye. And just what you want to do is just kind of pat down. Look at that. Ooh, that looks really pretty, right? I think it's coming out on camera. It's just matte, but it does look a little bit radiant. It almost looks like a filter. All right, let's try this one, light medium. I'm gonna swatch it. Wow, it looks pretty light to me. Well, it's very, very similar to the translucent one. So, all right, let's try it in the rest of our face. Wow, that looks really nice. Is it just me, or it really does look like I have a filter? Face is very smooth. You can't see my pores. I don't have a lot of pores, but it's really making my face look pretty smooth. Right? Look at that. That's so pretty. I'm really liking this so far, guys. Okay, and then lastly, we're gonna use the Tan Dark. This is very warm. I typically don't like bronzers to be too warm, but I'm willing to try it to see if it blends out very well as a bronzer, okay? So let me see. I'm gonna use the other end of this brush. This one is by Farrah, and it's the Power and Go brush. It's a dual brush, okay? So we're gonna dip in here. It does have some fallout, but it's all good. And we're going to lightly apply. It's very pigmented, wow. I mean, obviously it's not the color of my skin, but look at that. Other side. Now I'm not contouring, I am adding, this is like a bronzer. Wow, that's very pigmented. I'm gonna have to blend that out a little more. It almost feels like a blush, right? Okay, let's do up here. Yeah, I think this might be a little too warm for me for a bronzer, but hey, some people may really appreciate warm bronzers. Look at that. Okay. So now I'm gonna see if I can clean up a little bit the edges. I'm gonna grab this brush again, and I'm gonna go in with the translucent one to see if I can maybe make these edges a little sharper, to see if maybe they could be a little more of a contour, see? So if you ever go too deep down, just kind of use this to kind of clean up a little bit down here. You see? All right, not bad, not bad. I am really liking these two. They really make my face look like I have a filter on. I mean, it's pretty smooth. And the game changer would be if it lasts the whole day, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose really quick. Do I wanna use this one? All right, let's just do it for the sake of the video. It's very, very warm, but I'm gonna just a little bit to contour my nose. Add some bronzer to the nose. There we go. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go in with this one on my eyelid, okay, to kind of give a cohesive look. I'm gonna go in with the fluffy brush. And this is what I love doing, just to kind of use my products for more than one thing. I usually go in with my bronzer on my eyelid, so it looks more natural. And then I can go in like this to kind of tie it in with the contour we did on our nose. You see how that makes it look more natural? I'm gonna go ahead and go with a smaller one and go underneath my eye. There we go. Very pretty, very pretty. All right, now I'm also gonna go in with another face palette by Wet n Wild. I absolutely love this one. I think it was a limited edition, but it's a Wet n Wild In Love with Coco face palette. It has a bronzer, a real bronzer, and this highlight here is just so natural. It's literally what you need to highlight certain areas in your face but not look like bling in your face. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna go in with my highlight brush, this guy over here, and I'm going to highlight right over here my cheekbones. At this point, I don't think I need blush. I think I'm just like this, it's fine, just saying. I have enough color on my face. To the bridge of my nose, right here. Look at that, look how pretty that is. Do right here, my forehead. So pretty. And I'm also gonna get a smaller brush and I'm gonna do the inner corners of my eye. Again, all these products, guys, are like $4 or $5. and the quality is really good. Look at this. Highlight my brow bone. All right. At this point, I would usually get a brown eyeshadow and do like my eyeliner, but I picked this up at CVS yesterday. It's not Wet n Wild, which I'm sure Navy Wild, I'm sure they have to have some kind of like eyeshadow or eyeliners that are different colors like these, because these are in style right now, just like a pop of color. This is from NYX Professional Makeup. It's retractable eye color, and it's in the color aqua green. This will definitely give me a pop. How pretty is that? Our whole face is pretty much neutral, and that's why, and it makes this color pop even more. I love it. Okay, let me put on some setting spray. I don't have one by Wet n Wild. I usually do, but this time I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. I'm gonna get my little fan that I got at Spain. It's so pretty. All right, so for mascara, I'm gonna use the Volumist Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore. Gives you volume super quick. That's what I love about this one, that I get it super quick. The drugstore has some good ones, and I like trying different brands, and I found that there are some good ones out there, but you kind of have to take your time building up the coat and all this to get good volume. But this one, I feel like, even with the first coat, you get a lot of volume. So this one would have to be my #1 in the drugstore so far. And I've been loving this for years. I've been using it for years. All right, so for lipstick, let me go ahead and wipe my lips. I have some foundation on there and a little bit of everything. There we go. I'm not gonna use a Wet n Wild lipstick just because I don't have one. I haven't had much luck with their lipsticks, but I do love L'Oreal lipsticks. And this one, if you've been following me for a while, then you know I love it. It's the 900 Glossy Fawn Color Rich Shine by L'Oreal. I just love because it's perfect. It's like the right amount of shine, color, coverage, and it goes with everything. All right, guys, so that is the final look. Final thoughts on these. I love these. First impression, I mean, I feel like they gave me a good filter in my face. They don't have coverage per se, but they do kind of act like a very smooth finishing powder, and they're only $4.99. I think that these two are very, how do you say it, interchangeable. I don't think that if you want to try this out, I think go ahead and go with the translucent one, because it just, you know, it goes translucent and clear, and I feel like this one did as well. And the coverage on this is not enough to say yes, go with this one to get a little more coverage. I feel like these are very interchangeable. This one, it blended out okay. It didn't blend out smoothly. I can see it in my cheekbones. I had to really just kind of clean up the edges a bit, but again, it's not a bronzer. I just got it just to try out the color. It's meant to be a finishing powder, not a bronzer. So, and for me, obviously, I think it's a little too warm as far as a bronzer is concerned, but I made it work. I used it in my eyelids and as an eyeshadow, and I think it works very well. But I really, really like these. Like I said, they're very comparable to my high-end Laura Mercier one that I absolutely love, and these are only $5. So anyways, as you can tell, I love Wet n Wild products. I use their brow pencil, I use their tinted moisturizer, I use their face palette. What else did I use? Yes. And the concealer. So, all right, guys, so that's about it. I will list all these products that I used below. Let me know if you guys check it out and your thoughts on those powders or your thoughts on any of the products that I used on this video. All right, guys, love you all, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. Hello friends, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I put a lot of time and effort in filming these videos and uploading them and editing them for you guys, so it means the world that you guys are taking the time to watch them. So first of all, thank you so much. There's a few things that I want to share with you guys. They won't take long at all, I promise. So number one is I accept prayer requests. So if there's anything that you want prayer over, if you have a family or a friend that needs prayer, or if you're going through a situation, or for you, for anyone that you know, go ahead and comment below, or you can go ahead and contact me by emailing me or through social media as well. And I will definitely be praying for you and for your situation. Number two, if you are on social media, you should totally be following me. I'll go ahead and put my handler below. Specifically Instagram and Facebook. I post a lot more content there, specifically on Instagram. I post pictures of my family, of trips, of what I do during the day, recipes, outfits, just a lot more content there. And I have so much fun with it. So if you are on social media, go ahead and follow me over there. Number three, I have an Etsy shop where I design graphic t-shirts. In the future, I'm thinking of maybe adding a few more items on there, but go ahead and check it out. They are comfy t-shirts, mostly faith-based, tons of different colors, and I love t-shirts. I live in t-shirts and I love designing them. So I've made this shop available for you guys to purchase some really cool and comfy t-shirts that I have designed. So go ahead and check it out. The link to my Etsy shop will be below. And number four, last but certainly not least, if you are not part of this family yet, consider subscribing. We have so much fun here. I do my best to upload 3 days a week. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays is mostly Bible related. I do Bible studies and such, and we have fun in those days because we dive into the Word of God and we learn. And Fridays is mostly for my girls out there. I do a lot of makeup hauls, makeup reviews, get ready with me, makeup tutorials. I also do recipes. I do so many things just about my life, and like I said, we have tons of fun on Fridays as well. So if you want to join us, if you feel like that's something that you would love to be a part of, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. See, that was short and sweet, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.